This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Thank you, EA, for allowing me to participate at this event. Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back for our first piece of early access content for The Sims 4 Island Living. I just got back from EA Play, which was held in Los Angeles, California, and while I was there, I got to hear all about The Sims 4 Island Living, get to play it for a few hours, and of course there was the live stream there that announced that we're also getting a Moschino stuff pack and The Sims 4 Realm of Magic later this year. So excited about that. I'll probably make a separate video on what I would like to see in that pack at some point in time, but for today I am back with my very first piece of build content for you guys. So of course the first thing I wanted to do as soon as I got my hands on the game was build a tiny house. So that is what we're doing today. We're doing a little bit of a squish over the water. So this is one of the lots that we got in the world of Sulani. We actually got quite a few beach lots that are partially underwater and you can swim in the ocean and it's just beautiful. And I'm probably going to be gushing about all of the items in the world a little bit too much in this video, so I apologize for that. But it's really, really pretty and I can't wait to actually have the game at home because I only got to play this while I was in Los Angeles. I do not actually have the game currently, but I'm so excited to have it. And the game actually comes out in 10 days from when this is posted, so that is so exciting. And I would definitely highly recommend it, both for gameplay and for build items, because like, do you see what's on screen? This world is gorgeous. But anyway, there's a lot of beautiful items that I'm going to talk about, including these little glass floor pieces that I'm putting down, which I'm really excited they added some glass floors. I use them as awnings in this build, but I do in another build use them on the deck area over the water. And you can see the water, like the ocean under the floor, and it's just so pretty. And I was very excited to go ahead and use that in another build, but that's not this one. But this one is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, and it's kind of stretching the idea of a tiny home because I got a little carried away because I just got my hands on the pack and I was just like, I need to build something. So it's a little bit bigger than some of my tiny homes before, and there is a little bit of routing issues upstairs. I do plan on fixing those when/if I upload it to the gallery. I should have my save files and tray files from the event, but I'm not positive on that. I am going to have to check them once the game has been released, and as long as they all are working, I should be able to upload this to the gallery under my origin ID Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. So hopefully I can get that up for you guys if you guys would like to download this build. So I guess I should probably talk about some of the things on screen, like new items. We have lounge chairs. Also, obviously I already went over the glass floors. Those are gorgeous. We have so many beautiful items, new windows and doors that I absolutely adore. But there is also three new roof textures, 2 of which are like straw roofs, but we have a roof trim that makes it look like there's like straw hanging off the roof, and it's just so beautiful and detailed, and I love that so much, so it doesn't look so flat. And then these kitchen counters. Oh my goodness, do I love these kitchen counters. They are so incredibly modern in most of the swatches, and then some of the end pieces are a little bit more of like the Polynesian style, and I love them. They are going to be so perfect in a lot of modern builds and a lot of builds in general, and it's been a little bit since we got new counters. The last counters we got were with Jungle Adventure. The one thing that I noticed though is there's no island counters with these unless I'm missing it. However, I think it could have been like a situation like they had with Jungle Adventure where they forgot to give us the island, or I might be blind and it's in there. I'm not entirely sure, but I would have loved some island counters to go with it. We also got this really cool awning out front. We got a couple of different awnings. I have one in the front and one in the back. They're really pretty, and I think they work nice to be a little bit of coverage from the sun for your Sims because you can get sunburnt in this world. I think you actually have to be out lounging though. So on those loungers in the back, you can select like try and tan or sunbathe of some sort, but you risk the chance of getting sunburnt, and you can get actually tan lines, which is really cool. So that's exciting, but because of that, it's good to have like some kind of coverage over you so you don't get horribly burnt, because I imagine your Sims would not enjoy that too much. But I think it's so cool that we have Sunburn back. I didn't actually get to play with Sunburn much. I did do a little bit of gameplay, and I should have a video out on that later this week. But I mostly stuck to building because that's where my heart is. That's my favorite thing to do. So there are going to be a few builds this week. And actually, I believe later on today or shortly after this video, I'll also be uploading a build buy overview. I might have missed a few items. I'm not entirely sure. But I did go through, I think, everything in the game, and it was so cool looking at everything. There are such beautiful items included in this expansion pack, and you can see a selection of them here and some of the like build items as well. And of course, there's beach towels because you can lounge out and sunbathe on towels, or you can do it on the loungers. And of course, there's loungers for the water too, like you can lay down on one of the floaties, and it's just so cute. This is just some decorative items I'm putting out to make it look a little bit more lived in. We got a new ceiling fan, which is exciting because I think up till this point the only one we had came with the Caribbean update. We got to base game sometime last year. Was that last year or was that this year? I think it was last year, but I loved that update. But now we have a second ceiling fan, and I actually think that update works really well with this pack. Also, I wanted to mention that this build and all of the builds that I'll be uploading this week that are using this content are just base game and island living. So if you decide to go ahead and purchase this pack and you want to download these houses, as long as I have the files for them, then you're not going to actually need to have all the packs, because I know I go pack crazy sometimes. I know I also try and do some base game builds because those are also really fun, but I don't do as many limited pack builds as I feel like I should. But hold on, these trees. We need to talk about these trees because I am way too excited about them. They are absolutely stunning, and it was so funny because I got to this point in this build before I realized, oh wait, I didn't look at the landscaping stuff at all. And I'm sitting here and I'm clicking on all the trees and I'm like, oh my god, they are so pretty. Because I actually built this before I did I did the first part of my build buy overview, which I looked at all of the buy items, completely forgot about build mode altogether for whatever reason. I just wanted to see the item, like the objects. And so then I did that, and then I came and did this build, and I went back and did the build part afterwards. So when I'm doing this, I'm like, oh my god, the trees. And then afterwards, I actually went through all of them and put them all down and was super excited about it. There's also some really cool debug items in this pack, which I quite enjoyed and I used in some of the builds this week. But this is the room that isn't quite functional. I'm going to have to move stuff around a little bit if I'm going to upload this one to the gallery because, well, you could only get to one side of the bed. So I'm going to fix that before I upload it to the gallery. I mean, worst case scenario, you could only get to one side of the bed, but I also want you to be able to get out the door, onto the balcony. So I'm going to have to fiddle with it a little bit. Very time constrained because I was at EA Play with a limited amount of time to play the pack. So play testing, only a little bit of that happened. But of course, in future packs that are builds that I do with this pack, there'll be a lot more playtesting because I'll have unlimited time once I get my hands on the game. And I can't wait to build more with this pack because the items are so pretty. I mean, you can see it on screen now. Look at that coffee table. I also tried to add some greenery up here. I'm not really sure what I was doing with it, but I thought it could be fun. But I got rid of it because it looked a little weird. But I thought it was kind of a fun idea to bring some greenery inside. I also added an ottoman here in the middle that we got as kind of like a coffee table. I don't think I put anything on it though. And then we got this shelving unit. I just stuttered at shelving unit because I was so excited about it. And these beautiful chairs. That shelving unit though, it is empty. You can put whatever you want on it and I love it. Also, we got those sectional cabinets up here, which didn't really work with the way I laid out the kitchen with the window in there. So I didn't end up using them in this build, but I used them in another build and I really, really like them. And then we're just switching stuff up in this bathroom because for whatever reason, I missed that we got a new sink and shower. So I had to go and swap those in here. Also, that shower is really meant to be like an outdoor shower, which is really cool. And it'd be nice to use it that way at some point. But I just wanted to use all the new items, so it's in here. But we're just sizing up this planter over here and putting this plant in it. And I rotated it in a way so that one of the leaves is sticking out through the holes in it. I thought it was really pretty. And then adding a dresser with some candles up here and a mirror. Just all the things that you might need. But these items are so detailed and so pretty. And I love the door going into the bathroom. It's like a single wide door, but it's technically double wide because it's a sliding one. It's It's just so cute. Also, these are the, I want to, I don't know if they'd be called stand or stands, because they're not really stands. They're like kava things. Kava is a drink you can drink in Sulani, and those little tray things with the flowers are full of kava, which I think is really cool. I haven't explored that much at this point. Like I said, I didn't do a ton of gameplay. I did a little bit playing with mermaids and toddlers and maybe some new woohoo locations, but I haven't explored the gameplay that much. I don't know if I want to do a let's play for this or not. I guess I'll have to think about that because I'm not as into gameplay anymore, and we'll see what happens. But Realm of Magic later this year, there is definitely going to be a let's play. I'm just saying that. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're just adding some more activities outside. I thought having an easel would be a great place. This would be a great location to have an easel. You can paint the gorgeous scenery around you because the views from this home are stunning. And now we're going to fill up the shelf because it's an empty shelving unit, and I was just really excited to fill it up with all kinds of clutter because I do love a lot of clutter in my builds. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you again to EA for inviting me to EA Play. Like, it's so crazy that I got to meet everyone and I got to play this game before it is released. So thank you so much to EA, to the Sims team, and to MsGryphi. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thanks. Bye, everybody.